Hey everybody, this is Jorik. Welcome back to my channel, Portugal and Beyond, where I like to talk all things Portugal and travel when we get around to it. Today's topic is strikes, specifically strikes in Portugal. Something that you don't see on travel channels or suggested feeds when you're thinking about coming here for a visit or looking to move. But I think it's important that you are aware of it so that it doesn't interrupt travel plans, or when you're living here, it can inconvenience you in certain ways, so just want to make sure that you're aware of what's going on. I'm putting two links in the description for the Portugal Resident and the Portugal News, two online newspapers that I try to look at each day to find news on what's going on, the latest and greatest, all across Portugal. And the reason I wanted to make this video is that I don't see other people making videos about the strikes that are happening. And for example, recently in August, getting into the country, if you are not in the EU, if you're coming from North America, it can take up to 4 hours to get through the immigration phase once you arrived at the airport. And I wanted to make sure people were aware of that so they didn't get caught off guard and going, oh, well, there's half my day because there's a strike. They're called CEF, which is the immigration agents. But in Portugal here, we're finding that annually, transportation strikes throughout the year are common. But this year, specifically in 2021, almost everyone that has a union has struck or has planned on or will plan on striking before the end of the year. We've had, of course, as I mentioned, the airport strike in August. We've also had baggage handler strikes, we've had railway strikes, teachers. We've had bankers for the first time in over 30 years go on strike. And in November, end of October and parts of November, we're going to have doctors, nurses, and pharmacists go on strike as well. Teachers have, firefighters have, the police are talking about it. So there's definitely anyone that has a union or organized labor is looking to make a statement this year to go on strike. Hopefully this is just, again, an anomaly, but it is something that is happening here, and I'm not seeing the same frequency in other countries when I'm looking at other countries, specifically in Europe, for strikes, and it's not something that happens that often in the US or in Canada. But here, it's happening, so I want to make sure that you're aware of it, because several people have been caught off guard this year in their travel trying to come to Portugal, and it got delayed or scrapped because of strikes going on here, and then you don't know why. And I wanted to make sure that you had the why. I think it's important that you look at both of those online publications, just bookmark them so that you have them and you're reviewing them as you're thinking about coming, so you kind of can see, okay, everything's great, but we're going to take a bus or we're going to take a train, maybe we can't. I don't think unless you live here, you're going to have to worry about a doctor, a nurse, or a pharmacy strike. But those are things that are happening now, and I don't know if they're going to happen with more frequency. I'm not into politics. I don't know the first thing about Portugal politics, and I don't want to bore you with that because I'd be talking the wrong part of my anatomy if I did. So this is not a political channel. It's just as you're trying to get through and live in Portugal or visit Portugal, some of these things come up and you need to be aware of it. So that was my point. As you can see, we've had a number of strikes this year. Hopefully this is something that will get settled between the government and unions, and we won't have as many moving forward, or if it still goes on, we may have more moving forward. So just food for thought. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comments what you think. Also, other videos that you would like me to make about Portugal. Thank you so much and have a great day.